Yes.
It's 8 o'clock. It's January 29th. Thanks for joining us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. A packed 2 hours coming your way this Wednesday morning. All of it right here on ARC Rochester, including the search. It is on right now to find Rochester's top pet. Abigail, this is a cool contest here. So we're going to be joined by Verona Street Animal Shelter to learn more about the special contest that they're hosting and how you at home and you sitting next to me can get your furry friends involved. I think Jay needs to be on one of these cans.
I think you're right. I think that she would dominate the competition.
Listen, I'm just saying.
She is such a photogenic girl. Yes, thank you. All right, so we'll learn more about that. And then coming up later, changes are coming for small business owners and employees. We're going to get a closer look at what is in store and how to prepare.
But before all of that, we've got to talk, people. It is winter, and we know what that means. It's been winter for a long time now.
It's been winter, and it feels like it's been January for 8 months.
Well, it feels like it's been winter for about 8 months. I just walked past the door in the hallway. It has never looked more gray out there.
You've
really
never
and
looked
truly.
Worse.
You've never looked worse, Mother Nature.
Marty, I blame you. I'm sorry. I know that's not a nice thing to say, but it's like, come on, a little bit of good news.
Fix it.
I wish. Actually, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. I hate to say it, but we're tracking one band of snow that's it's a little bit heavier. We're seeing a quick burst of snow that's going to make its way through. We're watching that as it makes its way down through Monroe County right now. You can see that one more enhanced line there, anywhere from Webster dropping down through the city of Rochester and even kind of along the 490 corridor west of town and even almost parallel to the thruway as you get out into Genesee County. So again, that's very brief, but could cause that little quick burst of snow as that does pass through. Otherwise, we go through the day. We're going to see at least a few rain or snow showers initially. Whatever is left of that just is plain old snow as we head into the late portion of the day. I think most areas near Rochester see just very minor accumulation. South of town, some of the hilltops could see a 1 to 2 inch range by the end of the day. It's just a little bit more may set up there, but falling back into the 20s. So wish I had some better news, but yeah, it's going to be a downward trend in temperatures as we head through the day. And Abby, you're not going to want to hear this, but turning a little breezy for the afternoon too. So enjoy right now while it's here.
Well, I can't because I'm inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Hey, question for you, Marty. The snow that we could potentially see later on, late this afternoon, is that going to be as wet as what we're currently seeing or what we saw during those overnight hours? Yeah,
good question. It will not be. It's going to be a case where we see temperatures drop back by quite a bit. So we're right on that line between precipitation types now. That's what's causing that wetness to the snow. But by later today, I think more of a focus to the south, especially some of the hilltops. But with temperatures dropping down through the 20s, it's not going to be that wet type of snow. It may actually blow around a little bit during that time frame as those winds pick up a little bit by the afternoon.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks, Marty. We appreciate it. And since the winter temperatures aren't headed anywhere anytime soon, that means that cold and flu season is in full swing.
Sure is, but fear not, because there is no shortage of food and drink spots locally that can help boost your immune system. We turn now to Chris Lopez, who stopped by at Just Juice for Life for us this morning to get a crash course in juice making and see what they have to offer. Hey, Christopher.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, throughout the morning, I've been trying things, trying new things, trying stuff I've already had before, smoothies, juices. Here with Damaris, we have a flight, though, right? Most people, when they think of flights, they're going to think of beer, they're going to think of alcohol. They're not going to think of healthy juices in the morning. First of all, where did this idea come from for the flight of juice? And do people tend to gravitate towards the flight?
Yes, the Flight of 5 is a great way for people to try different options, especially if they're not familiar with the juicing. See what they like, and then from there, they're usually able to make a decision, hopefully, to order a full juice, or they want to go the smoothie route. But it's a great way to taste everything, test your palate. Plus, it's a beautiful rainbow.
Yeah.
And if, you know,
every one of these, and kind of how they help people.
Sure. So we have the kale ale, which is, we've tried that before. We juiced it and we blended it. So we have the smoothie version of that one. That's our introductory green juice. Nice and cooling for the system, right? A lot of antioxidants, but a nice way to ease into juicing. Then we have our Fireball, which has orange, lemon, ginger, and cayenne. That was the first shot you started out this morning. This is what we usually start out with our cleanses, if people are open to the cayenne. If not, we use the Sunshine, which is the other juice that we made this morning. It's a great way to get your immune system going, protected, and also to get your metabolism going and create that inner heat, especially on these cold winter days. We have now moving on to our green love. This is our strongest green juice. There's no fruit in this, so if you're looking for something lower glycemic, drinking your vegetables, this is actually my favorite. Most people have to work up to it, right, and develop the palate for it. This has dandelion greens, which are good for your liver, your gallbladder, and that is makes it a little bit more bitter. Not everyone's into that, but we have the cucumber, the romaine, the lemon, the ginger. That also helps balance it out. So it's definitely like drinking a salad. We could also mix some of these juices. One of my favorite combos is mixing our Beat It, which has beet, apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, and fresh turmeric in it as well. Again, good for your heart, liver, digestion, all sorts of things. It's good for that. Also, female issues, a time of month. You might need a little bit more beets, some iron. And then lastly, we have the anti-inflam. This is one of our most popular ones. The name says it all. It reduces inflammation in the body. The fresh turmeric, ginger, carrot. Also, we were talking about food combining. So these combinations together also help the body easier assimilate the nutrients, which is a main goal. And it's delicious. So.
How'd you gather all this knowledge? That was insane right there. You just rattled off the 5 different drinks right there, the ingredients and why the ingredients are important. Where did all of this come from?
Well, personal research, I think, is what moves you the most. That's how you dive the deepest. But of course, I have a medical background, biology background, and I take my nutrition very seriously, not only because I have things that run in my family, but I want to be my optimum self and make sure that I'm feeling my best every day, especially for my son and everyone else around me.
The concept of Just Juice for Life, where did that come from?
So again, like I said, my background is in cytopathology, which was I was screening for cancer at Strong for about 9 years, and my cousin unfortunately was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So as a caretaker, which is a very difficult job, everyone out there, this is not only for people who are sick, it's people who are taking care of people who are sick, of others. This is a great way and such an easy way to get so many nutrients in a serving versus like eating all the fruits and vegetables, which I of course recommend and highly suggest everyone do as well. You want to keep that fiber. But people who are not eating everything or don't like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables is a great way to keep it raw, super nutrient dense. That way you're absolutely absorbing and can use the nutrients.
And we were talking about drinking something like this or drinking a smoothie like this and not feeling full, like you want to lie down and watch television.
Exactly.
You should want to get up and run. You want to get up and go work out. Is that kind of a byproduct of this juicing and the smoothies?
Yes. Like I was kind of talking to you probably before, that people get the confusion between feeling full and feeling satiated. So when you consume things like this, you feel satiated, your body is happy, it's content, it doesn't need that extra. We want to feel that physical full feeling, and that's not really what we're going for. We want to make sure that we're getting the right nutrients in our body. The right nutrients, your body will call for it. So when people come in and they ask for a suggestion, I usually ask them where their eyes led to them first, because that's usually what they need. Especially the more you introduce, the more familiar you're going to be with.
Strong for them, they don't like it.
They need to try Just Juice for Life, because I'm sure we could find a combination that could meet their palate.
And you guys kind of take custom orders here if someone wants to negate something off of the green love. They don't like the dandelion or the parsley. You guys will take it out?
Yes, the juices need to be pre-ordered because we cold-press batch them. The smoothies, of course, are made to order, so you could always change the There's not a problem with that. We also mix some combinations as well, so if someone's not ready for green love, we can mix it half with the kale ale, and that way we start to introduce it to the palate, and over time you have less of the sweet and increase more of the bitters.
Crash course today at Just Juice for Life. We're going to be trying one of the hot drinks next coming up, so stick around on ARC Rochester. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio.
Chris.
Go ahead.
No, please.
I want to know about the dragon's blood, because I saw that on the website. Can you ask? Because it has jalapeno in it, and I love that.
Abby's asking about
Dragons, I almost said dragon's blood. It's dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. And so it's a little bit spicy, but it's one of my favorite too. So pineapple, cucumber, jalapeno, apple, and ginger.
There we go.
Chris,
Chris.
can you
Send an
do me a
email.
favor? Can you do me a favor? Can we see you take that entire flight? Can you just do shot, 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 shot?
No.
Come on.
No, I'm not doing that. Guys, I've been sipping juice and drinking smoothies all morning.
Wow.
All right, I'm
Healthy
done.
boy.
This is beautiful. I'm not going to ruin this painting right here.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, let's get to our poll of the day this morning. It is the Lunar New Year. So we're, to celebrate, we're asking you which zodiac animal best matches your personality. Daniel.
Your options: rabbit, dog, snake, or dragon.
Oh, man. Do you know?
I don't, because I don't know. I'm not educated on the meaning of them each.
Okay.
I would just go for my favorite animal.
Okay.
So I would pick a dog.
Marty's dying. Yeah, I don't know. I feel
like you got dragon in you.
Whoa, hey, all right.
Well, you want dragon's blood.
Well, yeah. I feel like if you ask different people, they would give different answers.
Well, yeah, that's why we're asking it.
No, I know, but no, I'm saying if I looked at you and said, "What do you think I am?" You would have a different answer.
Okay,
than,
what do
like,
you
somebody
think I
else.
am?
What do I think you are?
Yeah.
I would say the dog.
Yeah?
Yeah, like loyal.
Okay. Oh,
You know?
Look at you.
Well,
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm the dragon because.
No, you are dragon. I
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
For myself?
Yeah.
Probably the dragon.
Yes. See, poll. Not really a poll today. Just weigh in. Let's figure it out. What animal are you? Scan that QR code on your screen with your smartphone. It'll take you over to our X social media page. You can weigh in on this. Comment below. We will go over all of those results for you coming up at the end of the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah, be nice in the comments. I can already see the people commenting.
I know.
Slow news day.
Yeah, Dan, you little snake.
Yeah, relax.
Come on.
It's for fun.
Yeah.
All right, it's 8:12. We still have a lot to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're previewing a special Lakeside Winter Celebration.
We certainly are. And hey, don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back. Welcome back. 8:14 this Wednesday. This weekend, Ontario Beach Park is bringing back its annual Lakeside Winter Celebration, inviting the community to come out and embrace and celebrate the season.
Yeah, this morning we're getting a closer look at some of the family-friendly events that they have planned for you to enjoy. For more, we're joined now by Jim Farr. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's always fun.
It is always fun, and the events that you guys plan, always fun. Always a great time.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, our 40th year of the Lakeside Winter Fest, and we're excited. It's, a full weekend of activities, and it brings a lot of people down to the beach and port area in the winter, which helps all the businesses and everybody down there, so it's fun.
So what can people expect for someone who may have, sat on the couch for the past 40 Januaries and not gone to this, or 40 beginning of Februaries and not gone to this? What can they expect to see out there?
Well, Saturday we start at noon and go till 4 o'clock, and it's a whole day of family activities. We have a chili cook-off. There's going to be 8 or 9 different amateurs and restaurants where people can taste chili and pick their people's choice, their favorite chili. We'll have horse horse-drawn sleigh and wagon rides. We have professional ice sculpture demo. We have a professional snow sculpture demo. We have music by Neil Van Dorn Band all afternoon, wine tasting in the tent, arts and crafts vendors, snow sculpture contests for kids and families, all kinds of stuff all day long. So it's a full day of activities.
No shortage.
And then at 6:15, 6:30, we have fireworks over the river. So the whole idea is to get people to stay down in the evening or come down in the evening, and then a lot of the restaurants and the other clubs down there are having special entertainment and things going on Saturday night.
Love that.
That's awesome. And
snowshoeing.
Yeah, I am looking at all of this, and there really is a little something for everyone. You see the kids participating, you see the adults having fun too. I want to talk a little bit more about the small businesses in the nearby area that are going to benefit from this. Explain how.
Well, you know, of course, everyone loves to go to the beach in the summertime, but sometimes it's harder for some of the restaurants and the establishments down there to get folks down to the winter in the wintertime. So it's always something we try to do to encourage them. A couple of them are having special bands, dinner specials, and other things for the weekend. So, and you know, Sunday we have the Polar Plunge with Special Olympics New York, so that brings a whole nother crowd down there. And a lot of the places are doing brunches, special brunches, or maybe a couple shots before.
To warm yourself up before you dive in.
Before or after you dive in. So it just, you know, it brings a lot of fun and a lot of excitement to the community and really helps the business community as well.
You know what I like about that angle of all of it is it introduces the community to a wide array of small businesses, but not just for those 2 days. They now know that those locations are there, and then year-round they can go there.
Yeah, and whenever we have, you know, even in the summer, if we have tall ships in or something different that brings folks to the beach, it's all this is here, because so many people new to the community and just so many people that just don't. They'll go to the beach in Miami, but they won't go to the beach in Rochester. And you know, the water quality has improved so much. The county's done a lot in the state, and you know, so the Lake Ontario is just beautiful, and it's beautiful in the winter too, the ice, and it's fun to watch 2,000 people go in the water.
Sister, I did the Polar Plunge when I was at Brockport, and it was at the same time at this event, and I just remember, first of all, freezing and thinking I was going to have a heart attack, and then second of all, just how fun the festival was, and we all had a great time getting to enjoy the area. For somebody who is sitting at home who's thinking I'm on board, yes, I'm all about it. First of all, is it too late to sign up for the Polar Plunge?
No.
Okay, great.
You know, go to just Google Polar Plunge Rochester, and it'll come right up, and you can sign up. You can even sign up, I think, the day of the event, but you're better off to do it ahead of time.
Okay, good.
Are you going to be diving in?
No, I did it the first year. I think it was 25 years ago, and I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
We used to do the two of them on the same day, and then the Polar Plunge got so big that it just overwhelmed the other event. So at that time, you know, I'd had to do the Polar Plunge, and I was supposed to get dried off and then go help with all the other activities, and it didn't work out.
Your limbs aren't working all that well at that point.
I had to go home and sit in a hot tub instead of doing it.
Oh, that sounds awful. Jeez.
Jim Farr, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. If you want to go this coming weekend, or this February 1st and 2nd, I should say, we will post all of the information for you and much more on our website, foxrochester.com.
Time right now is 8:20. We still have a lot to get to here. 8:22. Well,
We are, and we want to turn to some political news this Wednesday morning as confirmation hearings are set to begin today for Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
yeah, Stephanie Joseph is in the newsroom for us right now. She's been following the story for us all morning and has more on today's hearing. Steph?
Yeah, guys, that hearing is supposed to happen around 10 this morning. But I think something important to point out here is before that even happens, we know that we have been hearing a few concerns from lawmakers, other people involved in this process about RFK's nomination, but specifically one coming yesterday from his cousin, who had basically called him unqualified and also a predator. Let's see if we could hear that sound.
I watch his younger brothers and cousins follow him down the path of drug addiction. His basement, his garage, his dorm room were always the center of the action, where drugs were available, and he enjoyed showing off how he put baby chickens and mice in a blender to feed to his hawks. It was often a perverse scene of despair and violence.
Yeah, so that just commentary coming from his cousin again. One of the quotes that she also said, "It's no surprise that he keeps birds of prey as pets because he himself is a predator." Another comment, this referring to, of course, some of his stances on vaccines. For example, she had said that he, quote, preys on the desperation of parents of sick children, vaccinating his own children while building a following by hypocritically discouraging other parents from vaccinating theirs.
All right, Steph, outside of the allegations from his cousin, what can you tell us about how RFK Jr., what is his stance on other big healthcare topics?
Yeah, so we know that removing artificial dyes from food is another stance of his. And it's worth noting that also we had recently heard the FDA moving to ban red dye number 3 from food products, beverages, and other things of that nature. But specifically those food dyes and also the consideration of processed foods when it comes to chronic disease. We've heard him often speak about obesity in this country. So 2 other options and things that he thinks about besides vaccines.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what kind of reaction we've gotten from lawmakers about some of his stances and some of his views. The president has come out and said he thinks that RFK Jr. is right for the job, and now we'll have to wait and see what actually happens here. But on Capitol Hill, what are we hearing from others?
And we know that on the Democratic side, for example, that a lot of the concerns that have been raised in on other platforms across the country include those concerns about vaccines. For example, we know fluoride, another mention there. Some health experts have also spoken out about the necessity of that in drinking water, for example. But others are also on board as well. We know that the press secretary spoke yesterday, Caroline Leavitt, about wanting to continue to move this process forward in terms of getting other candidates.
One of several cabinet picks made by President Donald Trump. Wondering, what can you tell us? Who's confirmed? Who still has not had their confirmation hearing yet? Where do we stand with the whole bunch?
Yeah, we know the latest being Marco Rubio, the senator from Florida. He is leading the department, the State Department, as well. And we also know that there is someone in charge of the CIA, the director of the CIA, John Ratcliffe. But in terms of everyone else, we are still waiting. We know that hearings have passed for some people. For example, if we can pull up a graphic here, Pam Bondi, the pick for the Attorney General, we went through her hearings as well. Kelly Loeffler, she'll actually be having hers today. Howard Lutnick, haven't heard of a date for him quite yet, but he's set to lead for Commerce. As we look ahead to some other candidates, Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard, tomorrow is supposed to be a big day for the both of them. Russell Vogt as well, I believe, has since been approved. So adding to that number 2 list with Senator Rubio, as well as Ratcliffe, and Elise Stefanik. She also had her hearing as well. So it's, of course, we are waiting to just see who has been approved in this process. It seems to be moving slowly but surely on Capitol Hill.
All right. Stephanie Joseph in the newsroom for us. Thank you, Steph.
Time right now is 8:26. We still have a lot to get to here on ARC Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break. Wednesday morning. Thanks for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Fridman. We still have a lot to get to coming up this morning, but for now we're going to take you into the kitchen for this week's edition of Spatchcock Fun.
We certainly are, and this morning they are cooking. I wish they were here because this sounds delicious.
It does.
They are cooking up some sweet za. And you may go for some bananas after, well, you may go bananas for this recipe. Dan, just roll the package.
Spatchcock Funk, and it's dessert time. Perfect for after parties, for sleepovers, all that stuff. Now, we got this from Pillsbury because we got the Doughboy and the Dough Girl Amelia in here. How you doing?
Good.
You ready to go bananas?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a Go Bananas pizza today. What are some of the things you like in dessert?
Nutella.
Nutella, okay. Okay, let's roll it to still. You ready to help me? Perfect. Let's throw this in the oven for 10 minutes at 375 degrees. Since we're going bananas, you have any good stories about bananas?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Once our elves came over and they drew on the bananas with faces. We had little ones and they drew little sad faces. And the big ones, they just drew happy faces.
Yeah, sometimes bigger is happier than smaller, I guess, right? That makes sense. I like that story. So I also want to know about this. How do you open a banana? What? You just flip it over your shoulder. Can I try it? It works. Okay, let's see. So I open it like this. You know what? We're gonna cook some little bananas, so I'm done with that one. All right. Ooh, look at that, golden brown. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Once we got the dough, and we bought the sheets, but you can also get the crescent rolls and just mash them together. It's gonna come out after 10 minutes, golden brown. We're gonna take about 1/3 of a cup of a hazelnut spread, and my homegirl and I are gonna set it down here. We're gonna spread it all across our dough. This is our sauce. Okay, there we go. All right, now here's the next step. We're gonna set this aside. We've got a mixing bowl. So we're gonna take 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit extra caramel in here, and grab those bananas. Pour those in. Yeah, we're gonna stir it up. So why don't you stir that up for me? And we're gonna microwave this for 2.5 minutes, stopping every 30 seconds to stir it. Now we've got our shell back, and here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna hold this, and you are gonna take that spatula.
Yeah.
Ready? Take the spatula, and you're gonna just spread those evenly all across our beautiful pizza. So get that all spread all the way out. Just like my life, this pizza is a beautiful mess. So we've got our caramel, banana stuff on there. These are some toasted almonds. Why don't you sprinkle those all the way across? Yeah, that's how it's done. Now, here's the last thing we're gonna do. This is some melted, about 1/3 of a cup melted hazelnut spread. I want you to take it and do the lines all across. Don't be shy. Any which way you want, yeah. Look at that. You want me to cut you a slice?
Yeah.
Break you off something? Okay, there's that. Let's slide this guy out of it. Okay, let's have a bite. Which piece you want? Yeah, I can take the good one. Okay.
I can't forget.
Here's to y'all.
I have to go right first.
It's good. Spatchcock Funk, Amelia, Go Bananas Pizza.
I'll take 8.
Yeah, right?
So
a large,
good.
please.
Yeah.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more.
Opposite of what we just
It
saw.
is. It is.
Yeah.
There might be bananas involved, but not
Maybe.
like that.
Hey, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. Stream us live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel. We're back after this. It is cold outside, which means you've probably heard that the sniffles are going around. And if you want to keep yourself healthy during the cold and flu season, you may need to find some ways to boost your immune system.
Tom needs one of these shots. I heard a sniffle earlier. I said, are you sniffling? He said it was one sniffle. Like, get off my back.
Tom. Jeez.
There is a local juice shop, though, that has a menu packed full of nutritious drinks that are beneficial with vitamins that are going to keep you going strong. Chris Lopez is live this morning at Just Juice for Life, getting some vitamin C in. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, I think I heard you guys were doing a segment on a banana pizza. Whatever you gotta do to get the nutrients in, but we're going. Berries are the base here.
Yes, it's our purple days. So we have blueberries and banana. I'm gonna squeeze in a little bit of vanilla extract. Ooh. Some cinnamon that helps like even out the sugar in your blood.
Okay.
Which is really good. So something sweet, sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top. And this is tahini, so ground sesame seeds.
Ah, okay. You said some people don't like tahini, though.
Not everybody likes tahini.
You could sub it out, right? Cashew, almond butter, peanut butter.
Almond butter, peanut butter. I don't usually have peanut butter in here just because a lot of people are allergic to it. I like to expose them to different things. And I think it's cool that it's a seed butter, something different as well. So we're going to blend this up. Kind of reminds me of a peanut butter and jelly.
And at home, what I like about this smoothie is talking about swapping things out.
Yeah.
Blueberries, banana, tahini, vanilla, cinnamon. You can get all of that stuff at the grocery store and make this, which is absolutely awesome. It's just a little bit more convenient here. And I like that a lot of your customers that came in between the hits, longtime customers.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I have people from my first farmer's market almost 13 years ago. So super blessed to have people that followed my journey all the way here to University Ave.
And they're coming in, I mean, like I said, you can make this at home. This is a relatively easy recipe. Yeah. Why do you think people come in here, though?
I think it's the way we make them feel. They come in here, it's a familiar place. They love the way that we make it. We infuse that little extra love factor in there, and I think that makes definitely the difference, for sure.
Do you have a least favorite fruit or vegetable?
Not that we have here. I'm pretty much open to everything, but if I have to pick something, maybe mustard greens or okra. But most people probably don't consume those either.
Okay. I'm excited to taste this. I feel like this is something that I would make at home. I do a lot of turmeric. I have back issues. Look at that color.
Girl.
Taste with your eyes first. Look at that.
First, we need to top it off with a little bit of cinnamon on top. Right? There you go. Do you want a straw or just sip it? You got a little mustache?
Sip this. Yeah, I'll sip this.
Mustache?
Look at this. Look at that right there. Beating the banana pizza, I suppose. Not too bad.
And no dairy. Everything here is vegan, gluten-free, and organic.
Okay.
And we make everything in-house.
Let's move over from the cold to the hot.
Yes.
Interested to try this. The last time I came in here, you mentioned it a lot, and I did not get to try this. I'm very excited. What is this?
So especially on these cold winter days, it's nice to have a nice hot alternative. We make our own spicy chaga hot chocolate. We use chaga. This is a local company from Buffalo, Life Itself. Amazing chaga. It's good for reducing inflammation, mental clarity. A lot of people are using that for digestion. So we add a little shot of that. I'm going to give us a little base of that. I like to add it to make sure it's potent before I top it off with our homemade spicy hot chocolate. We make our own coconut milk. Everything, like I mentioned before, is made in-house. It's hot and it's spicy.
Okay,
yeah.
So I can't just...
Don't pound it like a regular shot.
Okay.
Enjoy it, savor.
I want to... That's good stuff right there.
This will get you going, keep you going.
Who needs caffeine when you have this? If someone wants to check you guys out, where are you guys located at?
We're at 710 University. We're in the Flatiron Building by Mellow and Edibles, so it's a great location to come. And we're across from Oxford. That's our closest cross street.
And you guys have a website, JustUseForLife.com?
Just Use for Life. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. And we hope to see you in here soon.
And then we're also going to have information about how you can get here, Just Juice for Life, all the great stuff that they have on our website on Fox Rochester. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. Finishing the smoothie.
Looks good, CeeLo.
That does look good.
Love it.
I kind of want all of it.
Yeah.
Just
take one of
the
everything.
entire menu,
Good
please.
stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Time right now is 8:42. Stick around when ARC Rochester returns. We're going to tell you how your pet could be crowned as Rochester's top pet.
Yeah, or top dog.
Top dog.
Depending on the animal.
Yeah.
We've got more after the break. Hey, question for you. Does your pet
Annual pet contest, and you still have time to submit your pets.
Yeah, you better take them up on that advice,
I know.
Abigail. For more on the contest and how you can get involved, we're joined now this morning by Staci Papadopolos and Geoff Dale. Thank you both so much for waking up bright and early and coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Peaches and cream?
No, Peach and Pear.
Peach and Pear. Peach and Pear joining us here on the floor. First and foremost, can you tell us about Peach and Pear?
Yeah, I mean, they speak for themselves.
They do.
They're perfect.
I mean, look at them.
They do.
So Peach and Pear came, they underwent an exam by our veterinarian. They are a little bit thin, but we are working on putting some weight on them, and they are available for adoption.
Wow.
Oh, and they look so cuddly and snuggly.
They do, and I like that they're sisters. That is, is it, how important is it to keep them together?
It would be ideal for them to stay together. They've probably been together their whole lives, and they really rely on each other.
Yeah.
So it'd be best to keep them together.
If they believe that their animal is the top pet in Rochester.
Well, they should enter them, and the people come in, and we decided to get it started out as top dog, but then we decided we're inclusive, so we made it top pet, and these to say my pet's the best pet in Rochester.
So how does that work then? They're running the campaign, just kind of like an election. So they submit the nominee, and then what happens?
Well, so then people will have to go online and they vote, and that's how we raise the money for the contest. And it's nice because they vote. You can sit there and start doing Facebook campaigns. You'll see people will actually really push to be like, this is our pet. This is vote for Peaches, vote for, and it gets crazy. There's a goat this year, isn't there?
There's a goat.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
How
And,
many entrants do you typically see?
it gets up to I've seen anywhere from 15, 20. But what's crazy is it raises almost $50,000 a year,
Which is incredible.
and it's just great because these guys are doing incredible work. We're happy to just be, part of this, and it's fun because we get to throw a party and make a beer with the animal on it, which is really cool, and it's usually a really good beer. So that's always
A beer.
We make it. We make
You
it.
make it.
We make it right for ourselves. The contest goes till the end of the voting's open till the end of February. Then we find out who the winner is. It takes us about a month to get the labels made, and then the beer will be ready to go. We release the party. It's the end of March. I think March 23rd. Don't quote me on that. I am horrible with dates, and it's way too early for me.
I love that, but I do want to talk about the money that you mentioned is raised and how it all works, because each vote is $1, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
So it's $10 to
Yeah. Well, it's a great organization doing great work, and it's like we've done a lot of work with people and different organizations. This is one that I look forward to every year. We do at the brewery. It's just a lot of fun. And if you're out there, you're thinking about voting, vote for Weird Animals, because the top 5 show up to the brewery when we announce the winner. So if you got a horse, enter it. We'll figure it out.
Is there a horse that we know of that might be entering?
are not eligible for the top prize, but they can still accept votes and raise money for the shelter. So there is a horse in the honorary category. However, there is a goat in the actual top pet category. So you can right now.
What determines whether the animal is in the honorary category or?
So honorary category is for our special guests, kind of. So my personal bird is in the honorary category. So it's animals that aren't eligible to win the prize. But there's
A whippet hound.
I'm going to say she should be in the actual contest.
Yes.
And you've
And I
got
want
a
to see this
platform.
campaign.
right?
I want to see this campaign.
Okay. All right.
Think of the political ads, Abigail. All the airtime you want.
You thought this goat was a good goat. You could do negative ads.
You could, but we wouldn't want to do that. One more time for somebody sitting at home. How do they get involved? How do they register their pet?
You can go to our Friends Group website, which is vsas.org, and they can click the link there and register their pet.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you
And
so
Peaches
much.
and Pear, thank you for making the trip in. We appreciate information over on foxrochester.com.
8:51 this morning. Stick around. A lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We're back after this.